Okay. I'm ready. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, and we're live. Greetings, everybody. This is Leon, your host of Pride and Providence, your ace and only reporter. And today, I have the pleasure of hanging out with one of my PLTI alumni,
Taina Lee.
Taina Lee. And Taina, she's going to talk to us about her current PLTI project.
Yes.
But we're also going to talk a little bit about PLTI and how you got to PLTI and your project and, being an alumnus now. Which you recently graduated, right?
Yes, I
Class
did in
of 22,
February. Yep.
right? Okay, and I'm old school, class of 16. Yeah, wow. 16? Yep, class of 16, yeah, okay. Tell me about yourself for people who don't know you in the neighborhood or in the area. So who is Taina Lee?
Well, I'm Taina Lee. I currently work at CAP. I am the food pantry assistant.
Okay.
So I am very engaged in helping the community. Through PTLI, through CAP, I was able to take the opportunity to go and do the PTLI class, which I'm very grateful for. And through there is when I began doing my project, Kids Community RI.
Now, when you were going through the 20-week course, I mean, when you started out, did you have any idea what you wanted to do, or was it like, it's like, how did you get to there? It's like, when you were at CAP, you're just like, oh, what's the PLTI project? Let me check it out. I mean, how it happened?
When they first told me about it, I initially had the idea of starting a laundro program.
Okay.
And then from there, I worked into a full laundro program and resource closet. So.
Okay, laundro program meaning?
Basically, providing children providing children living in poverty and going through crisis with a laundro card, a reloadable laundro card, where they can do their laundry monthly, twice a month.
Now, is there a specific age range that you're looking at, or?
No, my first pilot program is going to start at a high school,
Okay.
but if it goes well, eventually I'm going to move on through middle schools and elementary schools as well.
Sort of like the Safe Showers program that they have with the thing that rides around sometimes in the city.
No, it's a little bit different.
Okay.
It's just providing the kids with a reloadable laundry card with money on it, and they can go to the laundromat and they can wash their laundry.
And this is specifically for children?
Yes.
Okay. Now, this is something, where did this idea come up when, for you?
I had read an article
of
of a man in another state who had installed a washer and dryer in the schools.
Okay.
And I read about the impact it had on the school and the children, and how children were able to go to the school directly and wash their laundry, and it really impacted me such to think as, there's a lot of kids that they sometimes are absent from school and people don't know why. And sometimes it's just because they don't have clean clothes to wear or they don't have clothes to wear. And so it was a stigma, and I was like, wow, that was amazing that he was able to do that. So with things being advanced nowadays,
right,
just providing a laundry card where the kids can go on their own time after school or on the weekend or whatever and go wash their laundry instead of bringing it directly to the school and maybe being seen by other children or having to carry their laundry to the school. I figured it was just easier to provide a laundro card.
Well, and also, like you said, the stigmatism. I mean, it's like, with kids, always, with brand names, and having to look fresh or whatever, if then, it's like, like you said, like even with hunger, it's like if you don't have anything to eat, you're not going to go to school if you don't have the right clothes.
Yes.
So that's awesome. And so when you were going through PLTI, how was that process for you?
It was wonderful. It was very well entailed in community, in government, and it was way more than what I expected it to be. I didn't expect it to be so in-depth, but I'm very glad that I did do it because it opened my eyes to a lot of things.
Was it hard?
It was a little harder than what I thought, especially when it came down to the reporting and stuff. Yeah, it was.
Okay. I'd like to ask, what was your best experience through PLTI?
I think my best experience was writing my report.
Okay.
Because I didn't realize what it took, and it pushed me to certain limits that I didn't know I was capable of. So I'm really proud of myself for that.
Okay. And with Mary Claire, and hi Mary Claire.
Hi.
And Dia Shore. Yeah, hi Dia Shore. And I also want to say hi to Kamara, because that's who
my
you're.
supervisor.
Yes, right, exactly. Now, you had mentioned the food pantry, and
Yes.
I was going to have Kamara come in. She's promised me to come in.
Yes, she will be coming.
Okay, because we're going to do a
segment on the food pantry.
Yes, exactly, and demonstrations. So, tell me about, because I recently at my church over on Stanwood, we're starting a food pantry.
Okay.
So, what we're trying to do is, involve ourselves in the community, but not step on other people, and make sure that there's enough going around, and that we don't participate in people hoarding or things like that.
Yeah.
So running a food pantry, how does that? That's a great segue. How do you run a food pantry, or how do you like with those kind of issues? How do you make sure the community gets the right things? Because you don't if you're in a diverse community like ours, you want to serve the people the right kind of things.
Yes.
You don't want to give them not being in any
things that they're not going to use.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We take that into we look at that very strongly. The main people that come to our pantry are mostly Hispanic.
Okay.
So we look towards providing more things that are culture towards Hispanics.
Okay.
We provide for every culture. We have people who only eat plant-based. Thanks to donations that we get from different places, we are able to provide that. But what I'm seeing is that the cost of food has gone up significantly.
Right.
And there's becoming more of a need. More, the numbers are growing. People are coming in looking for food. There's been, with the coronavirus itself, it affected a lot in the community, but especially now with the food costs rising, I've noticed the numbers are growing. And so we've been doing our best to serve everybody. Thank goodness that over at CAP we always have an adequate amount to be able to serve everybody who comes. And through the donations that we receive, and also through ordering through the food bank, we've been successful at being able to serve everybody.
So there's if you're from if you're an immigrant from another country, and you tend to only eat your native food.
Yes. We make sure that we provide things that they can have.
Okay, so if they are an immigrant, you can say, okay, well, this is what we have, but I know you like plantain or different things like that.
And we get that sometimes.
Right,
we get all them. We get plantains and rice and beans and different things for and even like for Liberians and stuff, we've done things that they were able to get the food that they needed. Halal, we've done that before. So we try to go across the board in a wide range of serving different clientele.
Now, again, with starting a food pantry, how do you balance between perishables and non-perishables, frozen and things like that?
Well, we have an adequate amount of freezers and refrigeration, so we look at dates. We keep our things refrigerated that need to be refrigerated, frozen that needs to be frozen. So we're well equipped over there to be able to keep things where they need to be, and we distribute bi-weekly. So we try to push out all our produce bi-weekly, and our frozens are pushed out pretty much bi-weekly also. So just make sure that you give it out in time.
Right.
So, within the time that, the donation that you receive, you give it out in adequate time to keep it fresh and the people being able to use it. Because if you get produce and you don't give it out on time, it's not gonna, it's gonna perish.
Right, and then you want
so you need to make sure you have adequate refrigeration and freezers if you're gonna have a pantry that's gonna give fresh produce or frozen.
And then also at the same time, you want to make sure that you're giving them enough so that way, they're not having so much where it's stocking up and spoiling because they're not using it in right amount of time.
Exactly.
Okay. That's those are
proportions.
Right. So and then do you have a situation where you're working with other food pantries or situations like that? Like if you have an overflow, you say, hey, we've got this stuff, do you guys need? Or do you have situations where other people are calling, we have this, do you need?
Yeah, we have had situations where other pantries had called us and to pick up donations for things that they were surplus.
Okay.
We have pantries come to us and ask us how to get started.
Okay.
So Camara's been very helpful and resourceful to them. She's always got open doors to help anyone who wants to start running a pantry or needs any information. They can always contact Camara. She's always been very good with giving her help.
Right, and like I said, we've started over at my church, Faith Community Church. Hi, everybody at Faith FCC. We recently started our food pantry, so there's
That's
there's
awesome.
some,
Yeah.
So there'll be some things that we can
Yeah.
talk
Look
about
at
there.
go talk
Oh
to
yeah,
Camara.
yeah. Oh yeah. She like I said, she's coming on the show. Where you at? You coming on my show? So okay. So now we've talked about PLTI. We've talked about that. Now we're going to talk about you.
Okay.
Okay, and your project.
Okay.
So tell me about your project. We touched on it a little bit before, but give me some detail. Tell me what we're talking about.
Okay, so my project is called Kids Community RI, and our mission is to positively impact the life and emotional well-being of Rhode Island youth that is living in poverty or below the poverty line and suffering from a crisis.
Okay.
Basically, Kids Community RI will provide free resource closets in Providence schools where the children can go and receive new and gently used clothes, toiletries, towels, sheets, coats, gloves, hats, and food if they need a week's supply of food. We also are going to be providing laundry cards for children who need to do their laundry.
Okay.
Because one thing is that you give kids resources or clothes, but then if they have no means of keeping them clothes, it becomes a problem. So the program is basically looking to help these children, but also with the hope of the purpose with the hope that it will build the children's self-esteem, self-confidence, attendance, and graduation rates, while at the same time promoting child poverty.
Right. Now, is there a situation where, like you were talking about the teens coming in, not having clean clothes or whatever, and that's a stigmatism in itself, and also, the self-esteem issue. It's like if my clothes aren't clean, then I'm not clean.
I'm not going to go to school.
I'm not because I don't look. I don't look the part.
Yes.
Right. I don't look like everybody else. But if that resource is available, Now that being said, if that resource is available, how do you go in the process of providing anonymity? If like they want to do that stuff, but there's also that stigmatism. Oh, we saw you go to the resource room.
Yeah, well, it could be before and after school, and it's also available throughout the day, and it would be discreetly through counselors, nurse, principal, or whoever that can bring the student in throughout the day, or before and after school, where they don't have to meet and see other children.
Right.
And the pantry will provide also toiletries and stuff. Say a kid comes in on, an emergency, they can go in and access throughout the day at any time. And also like a change of clothes. Say a kid comes to school and they get there early and they didn't really have nothing to wear for the day. They can take a change of clothes or a washcloth or a toilet, whatever they need to clean up and get ready for the day so that they feel good about themselves and ready for the day.
And this is something that you were inspired to do through PLTI?
Yes.
Okay, and again, going back to PLTI.
Yes, because where it rooted
what was, during that, when you started PLTI, the first 2 weeks or whatever, was that one of your projects, or was that something you were thinking about? Or was that something that as you were coming along, you were like, that's something I can put my energy into?
I mean, like I said, I started off with me thinking of a way that the kids could have clean clothes. And then after that, I started thinking, well, there's a lot of kids that need clothes. I remember even from my childhood, I grew up here in Providence and Rhode Island, and we were poor, we didn't have much. And there was a lot of times where I needed things, and I started thinking back to my childhood and the way things could have been better, And so I just, I said, you know what? I could provide a big range of things that are basic necessities through a closet, and also provide laundry cards where the kids can maintain their clothes that we give and they receive.
Now, how long have you been on this project, or how long ago did you start it?
Well, I started last year when I joined PTLI. Of course, you start forming your idea and all that, but I've been working since last year, but basically the program will be up and running in September, with hopes of in September.
So is that your projected launch
date?
Date, okay. Now, prior to that, what are, as far as things that you're looking for, people, you know, if they want to get in contact with you to help you, what might some of the, you know, small items, you know, on a list that, you know, let's say, you know, like I say, they, you know, tomorrow, you know, I have these things, I can bring them to you.
Sure, sure.
You know, what's your email address? You know, like what are the kind of things in general that, you know, these kids might need that you're looking for?
Yes. Well, I would like to provide the resource closet with deodorants, body washes, pads. I would like t-shirts, socks, underwears, new and gently used clothes, towels, washcloths. Towels and washcloths are new, of course.
Okay.
Shampoo, conditioner, brushes, combs, you know, hair elastics, any little thing that the kids, coats, shoes, anything that anyone can donate, you know, would be, you know.
Now, and the toiletry items, you'd want those prepackaged.
Of course, new toiletry items,
right,
of course.
Exactly,
yes,
yeah.
Of
you know,
course.
you don't want somebody coming in with a hairbrush or, you know, things like that.
No, the clothes can be new and gently used,
right,
but like toiletries and stuff would be nice, you know, that would be new.
Okay, you know, and at the end of the program, you know, we'll leave your email address so that way people can contact you directly.
Anybody who would like to collaborate or, you know, have any ideas or anything.
So. And you know, like what I do in the last couple of minutes of the show, you know, as we close out, there's that camera. You got camera number 3. That's your camera there. I'm going to give you that camera, okay, and I'm going to let you talk for as long as you want to tell the people out there, my three audience members. Well, I'm counting the 2 that I see on my Facebook Live over there. So that's 5 people. I'm up to 5 viewers. So yeah, go ahead and tell the people again who you are, what you're all about, and what you're trying to accomplish. And I'm just going to sit back and listen.
Hi, my name is Tyna Lee. I am currently working on a project called Kids Community RI. Our mission is to positively impact the life and emotional well-being of Rhode Island youth living in poverty or affected by a crisis. By providing them with free basic resources and treating them with respect and dignity and equality. Our objective is to convert an empty room in schools into a free resource closet. The free resource closet will provide age-appropriate, gently new and used clothes, shoes, toiletries, sheets, blankets, laundry cards, and food with the purpose of promoting confidence, positive self-image, self-care, school engagement, and graduation, while at the same time demoting child poverty. I am anticipating having my first pilot program up and running in September at 360 High School in Providence. The closet services will run before and after school with access throughout the day for emergency purposes, as if a child may need a change of clothes, toiletries to clean up, feminine products, or food assistance. I would like to reach out to anyone who would like to collaborate with my program. Please email me at kidscommunity with 1 M, RI, and I will get back to you as soon as possible and anybody who would like to help my cause. Thank you.
All right, cool. Awesome. So that's awesome. And you're going to come back again and we'll talk about, you know,
how's it going and
yes,
stuff like
exactly.
That, yeah.
Definitely back in September once it's launched and things like that. I want to update and see how you're going. And then, you know, I want to keep rotating with our PLTI alumni.
Sure.
You know, so, you know, hey PLTI.
Hey everyone.
Class, you know, give you a shout out to your class of 22.
Class 2022.
Over there too.
Class 2022, hello everyone.
Yeah, who's in your class this year that you...
I have a few other people that I think should come on, such as Pauline.
Okay.
I will give her your contact information.
Okay.
And also I have Annie, that she's doing wonderful things also.
Amy, right? Yeah.
Annie,
yes.
yeah.
Annie,
yeah.
yes, yeah. And my man, oh jeez.
I don't recall her husband's name, but
yes, I know, it's going to kill me right now. It's going to kill me.
Meditation.
Aaron! What's his name? Oh, God.
The meditation
$3.99.
school, yeah.
$3.90. See, I forgot. Don't hate me. You guys know I'm bad on names. So
and Kamara.
Kamara, yes.
Yes.
Yes. So yes.
And
Corinne.
And Brittany.
And Corinne and Brittany. Yes. So we're gonna have everybody on. You know, and matter of fact, it's like, you know, might as well have a PLTI show.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah. I've been talking about that for years. So all right. So all right. Well, that's we got anything else you want to say?
No, and I would appreciate anyone who can reach out to me. If anybody wants to collaborate or anybody has anything, please email me once again at kidscommunity with one M, RI.com. .org, sorry. .com, sorry. Thank you.
All right. Well, hey, thank you, everybody, and we're out. Peace.